on the virtual machine. That's how I do it anyway. I just use that PDF printer. And Linux handles that just fine. So let's talk for a minute about this way to get files back and forth. So we start with the virtual machine manager. This is the printer. This is the US thumb drive. This is the thumb drive I've been using. And there's a picture of it right here so that you can see what it looks like. It's an interface. It converts a normal SATA drive to a USB drive. So I did that by doing add hardware. Under add hardware, then I took the USB host device. On the USB host device, it tells you what the different serial port items are. And right down here, this is the USB to ATA adapter, which has a physical spinning hard drive installed in it. And that's what I use. I selected this guy, and then I click Finish. I'm going to click Cancel. So he becomes a physical USB drive now that the system will see. Now, if I turn off this USB drive, which I just turned it off, and I try to start this virtual machine, it gets an error. It says they can't find that USB device number with that label on it. That's because it's turned off. So it expects all your hardware devices to be available before it'll start up. So I'm going to turn the disk drive back on, let it spin back up. Okay, now it's spun back up. It's mounted under Linux. As you can see, it's mounted as master data 0 under Linux. Right here, it's dev SDE1. And now I want to go ahead and start this machine up. Notice it's gone, it disappeared. It's not here anymore because it became unmounted when Windows is starting up in this virtual machine. It unmounted it from Linux, and now it's mounted under the Windows machine. Something else you notice when you've been using Linux for a while, everything takes forever to load things under Windows. And it's not just because it's a virtual machine either. That's just the way Windows is. Linux is so much faster. So we're going to go to full screen right here with this switch to full screen view. Now we go down here to our folders. So we still have this PC, we still have our original local drive C, which is a 40 gigabyte drive, which we created when we made the virtual machine. But we also have this master data 0 drive, which is the one that we added. So down here under print, we still have the two files. We can see them under this virtual machine, or we can go over to Linux Mint and see them there too. So it's just not mounted in both operating systems at the same time. Now you can share drives. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to have some virus go bad on one machine and end up corrupting something else. So I keep them separate. So that's a quick overview. What I like about this is that it just works, I didn't do 8,000 different terminal commands to get this thing working. And once I'm trying to shut this thing down now. Like I said, it takes forever to shut down this way. Of course, that time it didn't. See, now my master data 0 came back under the Linux because Linux remounted it once it was released from the virtual Windows machine. So that's basically why I chose to use this virtual machine manager so that I can run Windows programs, the three that I actually need to use. I can run them inside my Linux and have no hassles. And you won't either if you switch to this combination.